Welcome back, guys. Joseph Fulmer here, and today I'm doing another oil change on my 99 Honda Valkyrie. We're just shy of 96,000 miles on the bike, and when I got back from my trip to Orlando, we were already overdue for an oil change, and just as time would have it and things going on, I'm actually a little farther past due than that. Here in just a second, I'm going to show you the oil as it's coming out. Um, it's actually not too bad looking. It's a little dirty, but I probably have about roughly 6,000 miles since my last oil change. I try to do them right at 5,000, but it's not horrible. Now, today I want to talk to you a little bit about the Camp Hope Poker Run that is coming up August 24th. I know it's short notice for you guys on YouTube, but August 24th is this coming Saturday, and the poker run is to benefit Camp Hope. So if you happen to be in the area of DeSoto, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, anywhere in there, you can see the oil. Um, it doesn't matter whether you have a bike or not. Cars or vehicles, period, are welcome. Bring your car, bring your Jeep. It doesn't matter what you've got. Come out for the poker run. It goes to benefit a good cause. I believe doors open at 8 o'clock. Registration is at 8. Starts at 8:30. Kickstands up is at 10:30, and they serve a pancake breakfast. You get lunch at Camp Hope, and then they have food to eat when we get back in the evening. They have an auction, and all the proceeds from all of this go to benefit Camp Hope. So it's a really nice event. They, like I said, they do the auction, and then of course you have the poker run with prizes. They also do. Last year they had a gun raffle. I don't know for sure if they're doing that this year, but I'm sure they'll probably have something along those lines. And it's really just a good time. So if you have the opportunity, it starts at the AmVets post on AmVets Drive in DeSoto, Missouri. It's AmVets Post 48. So that's where it starts. That's where it ends. Come out and join us, please. And if you're out there and you see me around, come up to me, say hi. Let me know you're a viewer. I'd love to meet you guys. Now, second thing, before we get too far in, do me a favor, as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. If you have subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notifications on all my upcoming videos. As always, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments section. Please don't forget to rate it, share it with your friends. I appreciate every view I get, believe me. Now, the Darkside tire. How's it doing? Well, I put it on almost exactly a year ago at this point. I'd have to look back and see the date, but it's been almost exactly a year. It's doing great. It doesn't show anywhere. Well, let's put it this way. It shows very little wear. The front tire, which is a Metzler Marathon, I put on the very end of June of last year. So it's been about 14 months now. Coming up on 14 months. By the end of this season, I will have to replace that tire, and it'll probably only have about 12,000 miles on it. When I replace it, I'll let you know exactly how many miles I got out of it. But I was really hoping to get more miles out of my front tire than I did. Now, if anybody out there from Michelin is watching, unfortunately, you do not make a Michelin Commander in a 150/80/16 front tire. If you did, I'd buy one in a heartbeat. I had an Avon on the bike when I bought it. When I got rid of it a year ago, it was starting to get scalloped. It was a little bit of a rough ride going down the road. I wouldn't say a rough ride, but let's put it this way: if you loosen your grip up on the handlebars, you could feel the kind of a shimmy in the front end, and it was because the tire was getting scalloped. Now, real quick, before I go further into the tire, what I'm trying to show you right here, unfortunately my audio from the original recording wasn't great, but I'm trying to show you the new cell phone mount that I had. And I'm pulling the phone out so I can give you a better view of it. I know it's shaky and I apologize. But I bought this mount at Walmart for $15. And what I just pulled off there is the actual mount that the phone goes onto. It's got a quick detach, so if you pull up to a gas station, you're going to go inside. You just want to detach it, and you don't want to pull the rubber straps off that actually strap the phone to the mount, which is what I'm putting on right now. And they just stretch around from behind, and then there's two clips that hold the phone in place, but the rubber straps are a security so that it doesn't bounce out. You can just use the quick detach. You can pull the whole thing off, and then when you walk back out, you can mount it all right back up. The mount so far has worked great. I've actually hit some pretty hard bumps with it, and I've never had the phone come unsecured from it. So I think it was a Scotia mount. I think Scotia's the one that made it. I got it at Walmart. So, if you're looking for something, yeah, it's not the world's greatest. It's got a good clamp on the back. It does have a ball on the back side that I'm going to show you here in just a second. And the ball, well, the pouch that I'm pointing at now is where I put my old phone. My new phone's too big. But anyway, the ball on the back allows you to adjust the mount so you have a better view. And the nice thing about it is, when I was on the trip to Orlando, I was using Siri for my turn-by-turn directions. And the downside was, with my old phone in the pouch on the tank, I could not see the map. And it never failed. When I was coming up on a turn and I needed to make a turn, somebody would send me a text message or try and call me, and that always overrides the vocal turn-by-turn directions. So having it in the mount, at least I can see the map if I need to. And so far it's worked really good. I'll keep you posted on it. But it also has a mount built into the phone mount for an action camera. So I had to take my handlebar mount for my action camera off to mount my phone. But it gives me the ability to mount my action camera to the exact same clamp, so it saves space on my handlebars, which is really nice because I don't have a lot. Now, back to the tire. The front tire, unfortunately, like I was saying, has not been getting the mileage that I want, but I'm going to have to see what's available. At the end of the season this year, I plan on replacing the front tire because I think it'll make it that far. I'm also going to do another valve adjustment on the bike. I've only done one so far, which is nice, but by the end of the season, I should be right around 100,000 miles. I'm probably also going to replace the timing belt just to be on the safe side. Now, the upside to this bike, the only thing, I have kept the oil changed in it, of course. Since I've had it, which has been about between 20 and 25,000 miles now, I did change the fluid in the rear differential because it does have a ring and pinion. Right after I got the bike, because I didn't know when the last time it was serviced, so I went ahead and changed it anyway. Now in the rear differential, I'm running a royal purple synthetic. In the engine, I always run Mobil 1 synthetic. Knock on wood, I haven't had any other problems with the bike. It's been running great. It's been doing just fine. All my brakes, everything else looks good. I don't need to change anything. And the rear tire, my 205/60/16 Firestone that I've been running for about a year now, the wear that it is showing is very minimal, and we probably rode through some of the curviest roads in the United States when we were on our trip to Orlando. When we were coming back, we went through the Smoky Mountains. We rode the Tail of the Dragon. We rode through the Cherahalla Skyway, and we also rode through Smoky Mountain National Park. And I never once felt uncomfortable on that tire. When I originally mounted it, I know I mentioned that I felt a little bit of a transition from going straight to making a corner, but I don't know if it's the fact that I've gotten used to the tire or the fact that the tire has worn in, but I don't feel that transition anymore. It actually transitions really well from left to right, and I will post a link somewhere in this video to, yeah, don't mind the knucklehead in the background making funny faces at you, but I will post a link somewhere in this video to my full version of the ride through the Tail of the Dragon. The video was from the beginning to the end without interruption, and you can see going through some of the corners that you don't see any hitch in the transition from one side to the other. The transition is nice and smooth. So I've been having really good luck with it, even running with a load in, a week's worth of clothing in the tour pack and the saddlebags and my leathers and my rain gear and my computer and my camera gear and so on and so forth. Or having a 130-pound passenger on the back seat. I have not had any issues with that tire. So, keeping that in mind, I would recommend it, just not to beginner riders or somebody that has just bought a large bike like this, and I don't think I would honestly recommend it for somebody on a smaller bike. This bike weighs 850 pounds. Without me on it, with me on it, it puts it at about 1,050, and then when you pack a week's worth of riding, a week's worth of essentials in it, I'm at probably 1,100 pounds. So, there's some good weight there on that tire. But anyway, been doing great. So guys, like I said, I'm going to finish up the oil change, get the oil back in it. Do me a favor, please don't forget to put any questions you have in the comments section. Rate the video when it's all done. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And please share this with your friends. And hopefully I will see some of you guys this Saturday on the poker run. If I don't, I'm sorry I missed you. If you see me, please come up and introduce yourself. If you want to ride with me, let me know. I'll be there. My wife will be there. We've got some other friends that are going to be with us. You're more than happy to join us. So, guys, be safe, have fun, and don't forget to get your hands dirty. You might enjoy it.